Hi everyone, Paul Foster here from Skyland Recruitment. Hope you're well. I'm super happy to be providing this video today because for a long time I've wanted to ask this question. And the question is simple. What do founders, CEOs, country managers of fast growth SaaS companies, what do they look for on a CV when they're actually hiring for a sales exec? I've got my opinions. You speak to many headhunters, they'll all have their own opinions. That's why I wanted to go to the people that actually matter. So what did we did? We actually sent a questionnaire out to over, excuse me, over 100 SaaS companies that have recently received funding, and asked them, what are the key things they look for when they're looking through CVs. We was delighted with the response. We had over 60 responses from people giving us the information, giving us what we needed. So my team and I, we've gone through and compiled that data. So I want to give you, there's more or less about 8 things that are really important for you to have on your CV. So if you're looking for work right now, grab a pen and a paper and make sure you jot some of these things down, okay? So the number one thing was, it's quite an obvious one, but keep the CV to 2 pages. People don't want to, people don't want to have to read through 3-4 pages to get the information they need, okay? Quite obvious, but it's in there. Number 2 was have a photo. Many hiring managers, team leaders, founders, they use LinkedIn. So use your LinkedIn photo, put it on the CV. Okay. Number 3, location. So what's your address? You don't have to put the full address, maybe part of your postcode, certainly your town or your city. That will certainly allow the person to understand exactly where you're based. The other important point number 4, which is super important. At the top of page 1, they want to see your targets, okay? Your sales quota, your targets. Versus your actual. So what was you targeted for the year versus what you actually achieved? Now, some companies measure it differently. So it could be monthly recurring revenue, annual recurring revenue, or total contract value. Have it in there at the top of page 1. For extra points, even put in the actual logo, so the photo of the logo of any deals that you've brought over the lines, any deals you've closed. Okay, really super important. You can also put in there any average order values. That would be additional value. Now, the 5th most important thing on the CV. What's the product you're selling? Okay, so if it's SaaS, is it ed tech? Is it health tech? What is it? Put the company's website as well. That would definitely be important. Number 6, what region are you selling into? Is it the UK? Is it EMEA? Is it worldwide? Put that in there, super important. The number 7 is who you're selling to, who's the buyer, what's the persona, what's the level, is it the C-suite? Put that in there. Number 8, the sales cycle. Okay, so how long is the duration of the sales cycle? And also put in there whether you are taking that sale from cold all the way through to close, or whether you work with inbound leads, whether you're working with an SDR. Make sure that that type of information's in there. If you're doing a combination of hunting and farming, so direct sales and account management, put that in there, but make sure that there's it's clear as to what the bias is. So if it's biased to hunting, put that in there. So it could be 60-40, for example. So that's certainly important. Now, if your CV hasn't got that information on it, it won't take long. Put that information on. What we're trying to do is make the invisible visible, and we're trying to get your CV to be read, to be understood in a really quick time. Okay. Now, over the last 15 years, I've read so many CVs, and I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. But some of the things that I've picked up, and they're not from the poll that we sent out, but certainly just my own opinion, is if you are a top performing salesperson, give us some context. Top performing salesperson out of a team of 5, a team of 10, 30, what is that? Okay, make sure you let us know. Also, we want to see your quantifiable achievements. So for example, if you've increased the average order values, great, let us know what that is. If you've reduced the sales cycle duration within your company, great, let us know. Let us know what your largest deal size is, okay, that you've personally closed and brought over the line. If you've managed to open up into new territories, or perhaps even opened up into new verticals, they also should be in there. So at the end of the day, you should have a CV that is really, very easy to read. Within 15 seconds, the hiring manager knows exactly what you've done, what you're capable of, and that way it will increase your chances of actually getting the interview. If you've got any questions about your particular CV or your LinkedIn profile, give us a shout, Skyline Recruitment, send me a message over LinkedIn and I'll be happy to help. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you.